Yeah, what's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, stay Briggs here, and I'm back. I'm back with my solo video series. I've kind of taken it off over the past couple months. We were knee deep in the dog days of summer. Historically, the summer has been my off season. I'm not a huge baseball bettor. We've had WNBA this season. That's been really nice as that league continues to grow. But with football now back, week 0 and week 1 in college football in the books, week 1 NFL starting this week. Thought it was a great time to bring back my solo video series. Where have I been? Well, I've been hosting the Pickdawgz morning show, and I will continue to do that. I host that show every single day, Monday through Friday. That show is at 11 Eastern Standard Time. On Saturday and Sunday, it's at 10 Eastern Standard Time. I bring in some of the best handicappers from across the planet from here on our website, and we give you guys our thoughts and opinions on the games every single day. So you guys can check out the morning show on the daily, but I'm glad to have my solo video series back, man. It's a little different when you just have the floor to yourself and get to talk your shit. So that's exactly what I'm going to do, man. Y'all know what this show is going to be. Y'all know who I am, man. And let's buckle up and get ready to bet, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate each and every one of you that continue to tune in, watch this show, watch these episodes, and everything that I do. All I ask is that you smash that like button for me. You subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as I always say, man, if you're rocking with me, rock with me. I'm active on Instagram and Twitter all day long. There's a link for both in the description below. And of course, I have premium plays over at the site, man. Today, I'll be talking some baseball and WNBA. We'll have college football and NFL on this show later on in the week. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it, man. Let's hop right into today's action. First, we're going to talk about some Major League Baseball. And here's what I think today in baseball. I think the Tigers at plus money home dog is a really good spot, really good situation to look at. The Mets, they played well yesterday. They got the dub 10-8. The Mets have played better baseball to close out August than they started August. They were in that really bad funk to begin August, but here recently they played a way better brand of baseball. Personally, I think they're a little overrated and overvalued in a game like this tonight. McLean, the starting pitcher for the Mets, he's been really good. I have no bad words to say for him or about him, except for I think he's due for some regression. You don't see a young guy come in here and pitch this well for this long that often, and I think he's due. And I think today on the road in Detroit, against a good team, I think they get to him. We saw yesterday's game high scoring in at 10-8. The Mets were able to, outlast the Tigers and win that baseball game. And I will say, I do think the Mets had the pitching advantage today. I do think McLean is better than Gibson Long for the Tigers, but it's too much value to pass up with the Tigers at plus money at home at the crib. The Tigers are one of the best teams in baseball, straight up. And I think a lot of times they're still priced like a middle of the pack team. They're still kind of, a lot of people think the other shoe is going to drop. They've thought that a lot this season about the Tigers, and they've just continued to get it done. So coming off the loss yesterday at home, plus money. Offensively, they looked solid yesterday. I think McLean is due for some regression. I think the Mets are overrated and overvalued. I don't trust the Mets the same way out on the road the way I do at home, at the crib, in Citi Field. I put all those pieces together. And to me, I think the Detroit Tigers at plus money is a really good bet tonight. So that's what I like here in baseball today. I'm going to take the Detroit Tigers straight up on the money line. The other one I'll talk about is the LA Dodgers and the Pittsburgh Pirates. We got Clayton Kershaw on the mound and Modolzinski on the mound for the Pittsburgh Pirates. I have faded the Dodgers on the road a lot this season. The Dodgers have been one of the least profitable teams to bet this season, especially on the road. Reason being is when you bet them on the road, they're huge favorites. And when they lose, you lose a ton of juice. Tonight, I actually think this is a spot where you should be able to lay the juice or the run line or 2.5, 3.5 runs and be just fine. I think the Monstars is what I like to call the Dodgers. I think offensively they can get to Modolzinski. I think Clayton Kershaw has a really solid outing. Y'all know I've targeted this Pirates batting lineup a lot this season. I don't trust their bats whatsoever. I think this is a Dodger-style game, a Dodger-style spot. I haven't bet the Dodgers on the road often, but I actually like them a significant amount tonight. I think they beat up on Pittsburgh. I like a Pittsburgh team total under. I like a Clayton Kershaw really solid outing. And I wouldn't be mad at anybody going Joe Vaughn style extendo with the LA Dodgers in a spot like this. So I just don't trust the bats of the Pittsburgh Pirates. And I think the bats for the Dodgers definitely can do some damage on Motozinski. So them the two I like today from Major League Baseball, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk some WNBA. We got the New York Liberty, the defending champs, out on the road facing the Golden State Valkyrie. Valkyrie, 6.5-point home dogs in this thing. If you've watched the layup session this year, or if you've watched the morning show, you know how much I love the Golden State Valkyrie. They started off the season as the expansion team. Since then, they've become a team I love putting my hard-earned money on. And tonight, I'm doing the exact same thing. I'm betting the Valkyrie plus the points, and I'm going to sprinkle some on the outright money line tonight, as I think they have a legitimate chance to win this game outright at home. First off, it's a triple revenge game at home at the crib for the Valkyrie. Now, I know I've said in previous shows and episodes that triple revenge to me is not nearly weighted the same as double revenge or single revenge. I put much more emphasis on double and single revenge than triple revenge. But I do think this is a spot situation where it's not the end all be all, but it's a piece of the puzzle to add. Here's the thing. The Valkyrie are the best. The Valkyrie have the best home venue in the WNBA. Over the past couple seasons, I've said it's the Seattle Storm. It's now the Golden State Valkyrie. The Golden State fans show up for their Valkyrie, same way they show up for the Warriors. They be tripping in the Chase Center. They call the home arena Ball Holla, and they be balling in Ball Holla. On the flip side, I don't trust the Liberty on the road. The Liberty have been one of the worst road ATS teams in the NBA this season. They seem to go through the motions more often than not on the road. And laying over 2 baskets on the road really makes my stomach hurt with the Liberty. I like Golden State in this spot, in this situation tonight. The last time these two teams played was in Ball Holla. The New York Liberty did win that basketball game, but it was a close competitive game. Final score was 81-78. I'm expecting something similar to that tonight. I think the Valkyrie definitely can compete. Honestly, it wouldn't shock the hell out of me if they won this game outright on the money line, and I think it's worth a sprinkle. I am still really high on this New York Liberty team this season. If you were to ask me, Jay, you had to put your last hard-earned dollar on a WNBA team to win the championship, I would still say the Liberty. But the way they played on the road this year is concerning, and laying this many points with them on the team that balls out at home, the best underdog in the WNBA, the Valkyrie, I can't do it. I'm on Golden State at home at the crib here in this one tonight. And last game we'll talk about here on the Pop-Up Pod. We got the Indiana Fever out on the road facing the Phoenix Mercury. Mercury are 6.5-point home favorites in this thing. I actually see the line starting to grow, and for good reason. I think the Mercury beat up on Indiana again. Last time these two teams matched up, Mercury took them behind the woodshed, 95-60, a 35-point home win. While I don't think they dominate them like that tonight, I do think they can definitely win this game by double digits, a 10, 12-point win for Phoenix in this one. Phoenix is playing a really good band of basketball right now. They've won 4 straight, beat up on Golden State at home, 81-72, went out on the road, beat the Sparks, 92-84, came back home, beat Chicago. And then last game, they just took the New York Liberty behind the woodshed, 80-63. They're comfortable at home. This is going to be their 4th home game, last 5 games. I see no reason not to take the Mercury here in this one. On the other side, I don't love the spot for Indiana. This is going to be their 4th road game, last 5 games. They've lost 3 of their last 5. I just don't really see a path forward here for Indiana. So the Mercury blew them out at home last time. The Mercury are playing a good brand of basketball right now. I expect it to continue. So here in our last and final game of the night, I like the Phoenix Mercury laying the points. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate each and every one of you that continue to tune in, watch these shows, watch these episodes. Of course, all I ask is that you smash that like button for me. You subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as I always say, man, if you're rocking with me, rock with me. I'm active on Instagram and Twitter all day long. There's a link for both in the description below. And of course, I have premium plays over at the site. August was not my best month. It was a really rough month for me. I'll call a spade a spade. But it's September 2nd. New month, new goals, new opportunities. and we started the month off on the right foot. Last night, we went 3-0, hit our college football play of the night, hit our WNBA play of the night, and we cashed our Major League Baseball play of the night. Tonight, I got 2 plays from Major League Baseball on the premium side, and I have 1 play from the WNBA on the premium side. I'll have them together in a 3-pack, and I'll have them individually. You can scoop it up however you want to over at Pickdawgz Premium, man. Link for it in the description. It's been your guy, Jay Briggs. I appreciate y'all more than y'all know. I'm glad to be back here with my solo show, man. Ready to keep it rolling as we get closer and closer to the NBA season. But with football back, we'll have football here on this show probably starting Thursday. Y'all know who's in action on Thursday. We them boys, baby. Been your guy, Jay Briggs, man. See y'all tomorrow. I'm out of here. Peace.